Good afternoon, room 106. I hope you guys are having a fabulous start to your day. I have the hiccups right now, so I apologize if I hiccup during this. I have tried for the past 20 minutes to make them go away, and I have not been successful. So rather than postponing this video anymore, I'm hopefully going to make it through this video and they will stop. So let's get started. More to say. I'm telling you something. It is about days and times. So today, turn the page, is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Turn the page. We want months. And we are I'm sorry guys. We are in a new month. It is August. It is August. So July is all done. It is now August, and it is August 4th. So today is Tuesday, August 4th. And I'm a little extra excited this week because it's my wedding week. So if you hear me talk about that, I'm sorry. I'm just really excited that it actually is here. Despite coronavirus and everything going on, the actual wedding itself is still happening, so I'm a little extra pumped. So if I come back to that, I'm sorry. I'll try to keep my best to not talk about it a lot. We're going to talk about the weather, though, before we move on. So, our weather. Sorry, guys. Our weather today, it is currently 69 degrees outside. And it is very cloudy outside. It looks like the sun is trying to peek through, but it is very cloudy, and it looks like it is going to rain. There was some very, very dark gray, black clouds on my way home from school this morning. So I'm going to go with it's probably going to rain today. However, I can let you guys know because it says on my watch. I lied. It's not telling me right now. But, yes, it is cloudy. I'd say it's still pretty warm out. It is a little windy, which is making a cold breeze because it's coming right off the water. But for the most part, I'd say it's kind of still warm out. And that is our weather for today. For our learning today, we have a combined PE and music lesson from Miss Tracy and Miss Shelley. That is today. And then we have our speech lesson with our communication focus of the week being barbecue/picnic. Which I always love a good barbecue, and my go-to is hamburgers. So if you guys are barbecuing anything this week, feel free to send pictures. I think we're gonna barbecue this week. But I'm not, I'm sorry. I'm not sure because we do have people starting to come in on tomorrow, actually. So we might just get takeout because it's a little bit easier to feed more people. So if I do barbecue, I will definitely film it and post it. If not, enjoy some barbecue stuff. You got hamburgers, steaks, shish kebabs. I do love shish kebabs. Those are delicious as well. But yeah, so the speech lesson is all barbecue and picnic themed. And then I did a barbecue picnic themed math lesson. So I started off with a barbecue story. So I want you guys to listen to the story first and then pick at least two of the activities to do. Try to challenge yourselves. Try something different, something new, something a little bit harder. That's always my best bet. And work on those goals. You can do the hop-on writing. You can grab your writing utensil and grip it and then do a purposeful movement. That's a lot of the goals. You can count and then use yes and no to answer questions. You can do more and finished. So after you finish a sheet, hey, are you ready to do another one? Or are you all done? So you can hold up more and finish. So they want to do more work or they're all done with their work. That way they're stating their opinion as well as working on using more and finished as well. And then last we have story time, which I will be doing while hiccuping, and I'm sorry again. I'm really trying. So, story time. We're doing Wonder still, and we are back in Augie's perspective of the story. So far we've heard from Augie's perspective, his sister Olivia's perspective, his friend Summer's perspective, his friend Jack's perspective, and then Olivia's boyfriend's Justin's perspective. And so now we're back with Augie. So, Lobot. Ever since I was little, the doctors told my parents that someday I'd need hearing aids. I didn't know why this always freaked me out a little bit. Maybe because anything to do with my ears bothered me a lot. My hearing was getting worse, but I hadn't told anyone about it. The ocean sound that had always been in my head had been getting louder. It was drowning out people's voices, like I was underwater. I couldn't hear my teachers if I sat in the back of the class, but I knew if I told Mom and Dad about it, I'd end up with hearing aids. And I was hoping to make it through 5th grade without having that happen. But then, in my annual checkup in October, I flunked the audiology test, and the doctor was like, dude, it's time. And sent me to a special ear doctor who took impressions of my ears. Out of all my features, my ears are the ones I hate the most. They're like tiny little closed fists on the side of my face. They're too low on my head, too. They look like squished pieces of pizza dough sticking out the top of my neck or something. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but I really hate them. When the ear doctor first pulled the hearing aids out, I looked at Mom and I groaned. I am not wearing that thing, I announced, folding my arms in front of me. I know they probably look kind of big, said the ear doctor, but we had to attach them to the headband because there was no other way of making them so they'd stay in your ears. See, normal hearing aids usually have a part that wraps around the outer of the ear to hold in the inner bud in place. But in my case, since I have no outer ear, they had to put the earbud on a heavy-duty headband, which was supposed to wrap around the back of my head. I can't wear that, Mom, I whined. You'll hardly notice them, Mom said, trying to be cheerful. They look just like headphones. Headphones? Look at them, Mom, I said angrily. I look like Lobot. Which one is Lobot? Said Mom calmly. Lobot, the ear doctor smiled and as he looked at the headphones and made an adjustment. The Empire Strikes Back, the bald guy with the cool bionic audio transmitting thing that wraps around the back of his skull. I'm drawing a blank, said Mom. You know Star Wars stuff? I asked the ear doctor. No Star Wars stuff, he answered, sliding the thing over my head. I practically invented Star Wars stuff. He leaned back in his chair to see how the headband fit and then took it off again. Now, Augie, I want to explain what all of this is, he said, as he pointed to the different parts of the hearing aid. This curved piece of plastic over here connects to the tubing in the ear mold. That is why we took the impressions back in December, so that this part that goes inside your ear fits nice and snug. This part here is called the tone hook, okay? And this thing is the special part that we've attached to the cradle here. The Lobot part, I said miserably. Hey, Lobot is cool, said the ear doctor. It's not like we're saying you're going to look like Jar Jar, you know. That would be bad. He slid the headphones on my head carefully. There you go, August. So how is that? Totally uncomfortable, I said. You'll get used to them very quickly, he said. I looked in the mirror. My eyes started to tear up. All I saw was these tubes jutting out of either side of my head like antennas. Do I really have to wear this, Mom? I said, trying not to cry. I hate them. They don't even make a difference. Give it a second, buddy, said the doctor. I haven't even turned them on yet. Wait until you hear the difference. You'll want to wear them. No, I won't. Ooh. And then he turned them on. Hearing brightly. How can I describe what I heard when the doctor turned on my hearing aids? Or what I didn't hear? It's too hard to think of words. The ocean wasn't just living inside my head anymore. It was gone. I could hear sounds like shiny lights in my brain. It was like you're in a room and where you hear one of those light bulbs on the ceiling isn't working, but you don't realize how dark it is until someone changes the light bulb. Oh. And then you're like, whoa, it's so bright in here. I didn't know if there's a word that means the same thing as bright in terms of hearing. But I wish there were one because my ears were hearing so brightly now. How does it sound, Augie? Said the ear doctor. Can you hear me okay? I looked at him and smiled, but I didn't answer. Sweetie, do you hear anything different? You don't need to shout, Mom. I nodded happily. Are you hearing better? Said the ear doctor. I don't hear that noise anymore, I answered. It's so quiet in my ears. The white noise is gone, he said, nodding. He looked at me and winked. I told you you'd like what you hear, August. He had made one more adjustment to the left hearing aid. Does that sound very different, love? Mom asked. Yeah, I nodded. It sounds lighter. That's because you have bionic hearing now, buddy, he said the ear doctor, adjusting the right side. Now touch here. He put my hand behind the hearing aid. Do you feel that? That's the volume. You have to find the volume that works for you. We're going to do that next. Well, what do you think? He said, pulling up the small mirror that had me look in a big mirror at how my hearing aids looked from the back. My hair covered most of the headband. The only part that peeked out was the tubing. Are you okay with your new bionic Lobot hearing aids? Said the ear doctor, looking me at the mirror. Yeah, I said. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. James, said Mom. The first day I showed up to school with the hearing aids, I thought kids would make a big deal about it, but no one did. Summer was glad I could hear better, and Jack said it made me look like an FBI agent or something, but that was it. Mr. Brown asked me about it in English class, but it wasn't like, what the heck is that thing on your head? It was more of, if you ever need me to repeat anything, Augie, make sure you tell me, okay? And now that I look back, I don't know why I was so stressed all the time. Funny how some things you worry a lot about and some things about sometimes, and it turns out to be nothing. That is where we are going to stop for the day. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. And hopefully it doesn't rain. You guys can get outside and maybe enjoy a picnic outside on your back patio. That's always a fun thing to do. But yeah, that's all I have. And I hope you guys have a fabulous Tuesday, and I will see you back on here tomorrow. Bye, guys.